Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
We're live.
Hey.
Sick McVick.
So I guess the top corner will be.
I guess that's showing who's watching as of right now. No watchers, no likes.
That's cool. No big deal.
Oh, we got some people.
Yo.
Wow.
Yo. Ripper.
So tonight we're doing a little Q&A. If you guys think of any questions, we're just hanging out. We just got back from a car show in Hopewell, New Jersey called Hopewell Cruise Night.
Many hot rods.
What was your favorite car there?
Man, they had this 1957 Nomad with zoomy pipes out near the back tire. Man, that thing was really nice. So real quick, I don't know if you guys know. Obviously, I'm Sick McVick Motormouth, but this is my buddy John. This is the magic maker behind the camera.
Nice to meet you guys. Here's our beast right here. It's our YouTube monster. And we got a lot of upcoming videos.
Is that the Sony 3?
Sony F3. Yeah. It's a monster. What do we got going here in the comment section? Let's see. I got to lean in here to read these.
How's my dog doing?
How's your dog doing?
My dog is doing great. I appreciate everybody who helped donate and support. It wasn't everything we needed, but every little bit counted anyway. He is pretty much fully recovered, and he's living a good life back at home, eating full meals, and he just has to get fattened up pretty much because he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, a little skinny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A little too much skin. I like a plump doggy.
He's a good dog, though, man. I mean, does he like car rides?
He's scared at first, like in the green truck. I did the burnout in front of the rich guy's house. He's a little scared at first in it, but he warms up pretty quick, you know?
Yeah.
Next one we got. Can you make a muffler sound with your mouth? Of course.
Duh. Yeah, of course. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I've seen all the cars.
Let's hear one.
I don't know. I'll pull a little one. What we got? First question. How's Noah? Not quite sure who Noah is. Yeah. If you're referring to my dog, his name is Waylon.
Do you guys remember the old show, Bear in the Big Blue House? No, I never seen that one.
Mm-hmm.
Although it sounds pretty cool. Sounds like old time stuff that I would like.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to do more videos.
We're working on it. We're both working men.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not full YouTubers. I mean, we do it whenever we have time and our schedules match up.
Yeah.
I'm working on my CDL now, and on the side is I just work on pretty much everybody's car I can get my hand on just to make a quick buck.
Mm. And on that point of being full YouTubers, that's like a goal. Like that'd be amazing.
That would
like
be great.
One day if we could sustain that lifestyle of like full blown YouTubers, that would be ideal. Like that'd be incredible.
That would be awesome.
But as of right now, that's not the case. But we're going to keep the content coming when we can, and we want to push the quality, over just quantity. We want to make sure every time we upload a video, it's on point, it's funny, it's something worth watching. So
the big goal is to have lots of comedy, lots of professionalism, but just to keep it really loose and off the head, spontaneous, and at the same time, make it as close to movie quality as possible. And because there's really nothing else out there like that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, dude. For sure. Right now, I'm working on this video of our buddy Dave. He drives a 74 Monte Carlo.
Yes.
And it's
350 4-barrel.
Yeah, 350 4-barrel. It's brown. And I actually got a chance to shoot that video on motion picture film, which is going to be crazy. Like when that comes out, you guys are not going to believe the quality of that.
It's going to look like a vintage film.
It takes you back to the 70s when you watch it. Like if you've ever owned an old car, you'll know that feeling. Like when you see a video from the 70s, you're going to be like, wow. It looks like it's actually the same camera they shot Easy Rider on. So if you know what that kind of look is, then you know what you're going to see.
Anybody who's riding a bike, I know you've seen it. I like the beard.
Do you like NASCAR?
Nice. Do I like NASCAR?
Yeah.
What are you saying? I'm from down south or something? I like NASCAR.
You actually went to NASCAR school.
I did actually go to NASCAR school.
Yeah. So does he like NASCAR? He better like NASCAR.
Yeah. You know what? There ain't a favorite driver or anything like that. It just kind of amazes me and got my interest peaked to go to the school that you put just a standard chassis car with coilover suspension going around corners at 200 miles an hour. That's crazy to me. And I learned a lot of things at that school. Learned how to weld, learned how to tune 4-barrel carbs and things like that. But they actually throw out the chassis after 5 to 10 races, depending on how hard they drive them, because there's so many G forces around the corners that the metal itself actually warps and it's out of spec after 5 to 10 races. So
NASCAR is an interesting place, though. It's kind of like, it's pretty cutthroat, right? You say it's like who you know kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm very particular. Like when I put my mind to do something, I want to be the best at it. It doesn't matter what I do. And I'm very competitive in that sort of field. So as soon as I got out there, I'm like, I'm going to get on the pit crew. I'm going to be the guy. And pretty much to get to that point is you have to work for free for, a year, 2 years. And when you're living out there on your own, you can't make it.
Who can do that? You know what I mean? That it's like one of those pie in the sky type careers that's like you got to know somebody. But that being said, if anybody out here happens to run a NASCAR pit crew, hire this guy.
Yeah. I have one video floating around of me doing a front tire change on my Cup car.
How fast did you get that?
It was a 16-second pit stop, 4-tire.
That is not bad.
I was just trying to do it in the front.
Bad. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What's this? Now the real question is, in the future, are you going to do a tutorial? Yes, we do.
Yeah, man, I definitely want to do a tutorial.
We didn't forget about it. Like I said, we're working on getting a collaborated schedule, and definitely do a tutorial. I actually want to see someone perfect my tutorial and do a sound better than me. Like I would like to go back and forth, the battle.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be pretty cool to see, like, someone else actually like take your advice and run with it and see other people doing it.
And then we could just do a human drag race. We'll just run a drag strip, dude, and we'll just run down the thing, do an 8th mile.
That'd be sick.
What do we got? Your channel rocks.
Audi the dude. Yeah, thank you, man.
What do you prefer, Chevy or Ford?
Come on, we got this guy. Show me you got a tattoo?
Man. Yeah, I got a tattoo. Rat Frank, brother. I don't know if you can see that right there. That's a Chevrolet bow tie, my friend. Come on, man.
Me personally, I'm actually a Ford guy.
Yes.
Okay. I've been a Ford guy.
This is history right here. This is history. See this? A Ford and a Chevy man are actually getting along. Okay.
Yeah, we make it work, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's fucking insane.
I don't know. We make it work.
God, I can't get this button on. Anyway, what do we got? What are your
thoughts on BMW M4 GTS?
My opinion on brand new cars, if you're referring to the brand new one, 2018, 2019 area, new stuff to me is not what I prefer. I like how the engine sounds straight pipe when the transmission shifts because it's immediate and it just sounds pretty cool. But I don't think I'd ever own one. As far as doing a car sound with one, if I get a lot of people that are referring that car, I'll practice it and I'll perfect it. Next question. Mazda 787B spins with mouth, please. And he's got a little mouth emoji there.
I like that. Yeah, I dig that.
That's there. 787B right there.
That's legit, man. You better be careful, man. The cops and neighbors are going to call the cops.
Yeah,
you better watch out, dude.
Police circling around the house.
You'll see red. All of a sudden, you guys are going to see red and blue lights coming in. Yeah, you can watch it.
Boy. What do we got?
More cigarette videos. Oh, hey, beater cars. Oh, that's a guy named Jake Graziano. Oh, shout out. Dude, Jake. So, a little backstory. Jake Graziano, a good friend of ours, he actually was the stunt driver in the Toyota Camry beater car because Bill Bolden didn't really have the guts to beat his own car. But he was cool enough to let Jake beat it for him. So, so in that video, you can't really tell because the way we filmed it, but if you really pay attention close, it's not Bill Bolin driving the car. It's actually Jake driving it, and he whooped the hell out of that thing.
Dude, what a wheel!
Sideways with the, I mean, a car with no horsepower. You know what I mean? We needed it. We took a dirt road and a beat up Toyota that could take the punishment, and we just gave it what
Camrys really handle.
They take it.
Yeah, Jake drifted that car like it was rear-wheel drive, and it wasn't.
Yeah, we had a great time. We had two guys on either, because safety first, man. If you're beating on a car, safety first.
Safety first when you're sliding around the corner with 2 dishes.
We had one guy like quarter mile up the road and one guy on the back, and we had walkie-talkies, and if there was like a car coming, it'd be like, don't be doing any boondocking right now. And we would wait on it, and once it was clear, hit the road, and that's the way to do it.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Because
professional rednecking.
The biggest reason is because the cops are just they're ridiculous around here. They're ridiculous around here. You could sneeze the wrong way, and you're like, citation.
Yeah. Can you do a NASCAR sound? I don't know. Can you? Might have to work on that.
Yeah, I got to work on it for sure.
Yeah, but that's something you should definitely work on for future.
I mean, it's V8s. V8s are one of the toughest ones to do.
V8s
and diesels.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at either or. I've been trying and trying.
Just work on it, man. All it takes is practice. Really. Bottom line, you've been doing it a long time. This just takes practice.
Ever since I was a half squat.
Can you do estate vehicle auction impressions? Jake the auctioneer.
That's your brother.
That's Matt right there.
Only he would answer.
Yeah, only he would answer. For those of you guys who don't know, the New Jersey State Auction is where I bought a couple cars there. I bought a used cop car there. I bought a van there. My brother is a frequent flyer over there.
I bought 4 vehicles.
Yeah. The green truck was from the auction.
The green truck was from the auction.
Yeah.
It was a retired state truck.
Yeah.
It didn't even come with a tailgate.
It's amazing. Yeah. So the auction, basically, a regular guy, anybody, whoever can show up there on the day of, and you can buy a car for cheap to whoever. Depends on who's there.
Yeah. Everything's under practically. If you're just looking for like a quick beater, you can buy something sub $1,000 as long as it's not around tax return season. You can pick up, 4-cylinder Escorts, just any old 2-wheel drive truck under $1,000. Yeah.
So I'm actually, I'm working on a video where I actually secretly, you're not supposed to film there, but I secretly filmed a little bit at the auction, and I want to give you guys an inside scoop on how I actually went about going there and buying a cheap car and what the process was like, because a lot of people don't know about it. So
hey, neutral bomb it out the parking lot.
Oh, you wish. You wish, man. Let's see what else we got here. Do a dab.
A dab? Come on, man.
You ready? Let's go.
We got it right here. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. Come on, man. We're working class citizens. We get drug tested often.
Big man still got it. Love you guys' videos. You are my favorite YouTubes. Thank you.
Hell yeah, brother.
You should go on America's Got Talent. So that's
a thing.
Yeah. So
that is a thing.
Thank you for bringing that up. We have been contacted by a producer at America's Got Talent, and we're working on going on the show. We're at March of 2019. Yeah. So that's when they film. And so it's
an audition deal. And then
I mean, you pass the auditions, actually. You pass the auditions, you're going straight on the show. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, you're going straight on the show.
Thanks for filling me in, John.
Yeah, he's going literally straight on the show.
Something I don't know about.
That whole process is going to be on YouTube. We're going to film that whole process,
that's called further.
Because that takes place in LA. We're nowhere near LA. Actually, the exact opposite of LA, all the way on the East Coast. But so that's going to be really fun, and I hope people like it. So, but I mean, I can, judging by your guys' reaction on all his car sound videos, I think you might get the golden buzzer right there.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty wild.
Cool. I don't even know what I'd do.
That'd be pretty wild.
I don't know where it's got time because I was doing sounds with my mouth.
That'd be pretty wild.
What do we got?
Definitely watching that. Thank you.
I can do a garbage truck. I was inspired by you. Oh, thanks, man. Make sure you get all the trash.
Make sure you get all the trash. I'm addicted to seltzer, honestly.
He used to be a raging alcoholic.
Yeah, well, so this is I switched to this seltzer, and it's better off that way.
He went with the 87 octane. We're all running 93 out of here, and he's he had to tune it down. Now she was getting too much carbon in his throttle body.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man.
Yeah. All right, so we wrote down a couple bullet points just in case our questions didn't go too crazy.
Oh, they're going good, man.
Yeah, they're going good. We got
pretty
a lot
good.
of people. We got 12 people right now watching.
Can you do an antique hit and miss engine?
Boy. How did I know that was going to
That was going to be Matt, man. Yeah, try it, man. I mean,
that would be Matt.
Yeah,
that is
totally
Matt.
That's that.
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt would just be like, do a 89 Chrysler K car. Like, that's something he would say. Boy. No.
You can do a lawnmower.
Yeah, you can do a lawnmower, but that's not hit and miss.
Well,
I tell you what, I'll hold you to it. Car Sounds 4, hit and miss engine, coming straight to you.
let's do the lawnmower.
Hey, you doing Weed Whacker now?
Oh, that's right. Weed Whacker.
Fix it.
Okay, all right.
Fix it up.
I'm going Weed Whacker. I want to do Weed Whacker. 3 pulls.
Hold on. My mustache has grown longer than I'm used to.
You're going to have to trim that. All right, back at it. There's some crabgrass right here.
I can't do it right now.
Okay, that's cool.
Killing me on the spot.
Yeah, so honestly, man, for Car Sounds 4, I would love to take the Weed Whacker sound. Like what if I walked into like a hardware store and there's like a wall of Weed Whackers and there's like a guy, I don't know, sitting behind the counter. He's not really paying attention. And all of a sudden you're just in there and you're just doing all the sounds and the guy thinks I'm starting a Weed Whacker in the store. There it is.
I got it.
I
just need water.
Yeah. Sometimes he needs more than water. Sometimes if his throat gets real dry,
5W30.
the only thing other than 5W30 that can help him is a greasy fried chicken wing. That does you in right there. And you can make car sounds all night with that grease.
No, that's true. Same thing with singing. I'm in a band as well, and I sing hard rock band, and greasy food does it. You know, really prolongs your voice. Especially
Cummins sound.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of Cummins sounds, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. And,
let's do some rigging in the city. So,
oh boy,
so Jake is a serious big rig truck driver doing serious loads in and out of the city. And I mean, when I say the city, I mean New York City. That takes some skill right there. And we're working on a video, how to drive a tractor trailer in New York City. Who would love to learn how to do that? I mean, it takes years, man. That takes years of practice. A lot of people don't even want to drive a car in New York City, let alone a tractor trailer. There's a lot of roads that you can't go on. A lot of roads are, non-heavy, low bridges and whatever. So you got to know, exactly. You got to know your weight limits. You got to know what roads you can take, what corners you can take. You know how, I don't know, there's people running in and out of your truck. So that's going to be a pretty interesting. That's going to be a pretty interesting video. We should definitely figure out a time to do that, Jake.
Oh crap! I just got passed by a Prius. Blah, shift. Blah.
A lot of people, so they watched that video. That was Car Sounds 2, right?
Yeah.
So that video, that's like pretty funny. Like that whole scene where he's in his Civic. You're like, I'm 17 in a new vehicle, and I put up pictures of like a white Honda Civic on Craigslist, and it's just like some random dude's car. Like I always think like, that's some guy's car somewhere. Like somebody bought that car.
That probably boosted the sale.
Yeah, it was just
he was able to turn it up another $10,000. Like, oh yeah, I gotta have that one.
Yeah, that was just a screenshot from Craigslist. Like,
it's really funny.
A lot of people think you own that car.
Yeah. People would notice me in public, mostly at like racer meets and car shows, things like that. I was like, go there and see what it's about, and like at least one person when I'm there is like, yo, you're that guy. Especially when I shave up, and they're like, you're that guy. I'm like, sure, what guy? And they're like, you're that guy who does Car Sounds. I'm just like, oh yeah. And they're just like, yo, that was a sweet Civic. How's that thing run? I'm like, I never owned it. That's not my car. And they're like, what? They still don't understand.
So speaking of getting recognized, this was crazy. It was your birthday. Okay. Every year we go on a trip we call McVoyage. Okay.
McVoyage.
Check this out. This is serious. McVoyage. This is serious right here. We go skiing in the mountains. That's a little token from the last time we went skiing.
Yes, it is.
My brother Matt made that
metal and grind it for the snow.
That's true. Camelback Mountain right there.
Yeah, that's true artwork right there.
Yeah. So anyway, it was like 3 or 4 guys, and it was 4 guys in a lift. 3 of which it was me, you, and our buddy Dave, and one random guy who we had no idea who the heck this guy was. And
it was freezing.
It was freezing cold. And then Dave just, we're loose, we're going up in this thing, and Dave just goes to the guy. He goes, "Hey man, you ever watch Car Sounds with Mouth on YouTube?" And that guy's like, "Yeah, why? Like, why?" And then John opens up his ski mask, and he's like revealed like that I'm the actual guy, and he shit a brick. I mean, this guy couldn't believe it. He was extra loose. He got a selfie. He got a selfie with you.
He took a selfie and everything. Yeah,
amazing. It was so cool.
If I had a pen in my pocket, he wanted my autograph. I was like, "You can have a sip of my, my whiskey."
Yeah.
Everybody had a flask of whiskey on the ski lift. Yeah, that was a good time. It's so weird, man. I got invited out to a racer meet. I was at the rope swing one time, and I said, "Hey, what's going on, guys?" And, for you guys who watch the videos, that's how I introduced myself. So I guess there's these 3 kids. I mean, we're all kids at the time, but they're probably about 20. And they're like, "Hey," they're all standing together. And I was like, "Hey, guys." And the one's like, "Hey, say that again." I'm like, "Say what again?" They're like, "Say, hey, guys," again. And I'm just like, "Hey, guys." And like, "Yeah, I know you. I know you, man." And the other one's like, "I think I know him too." And they're like, "Where are you from?" It's like, YouTube probably. "Oh, that's the guy." And they all took pictures of me, and it was crazy. And I was like, "This is weird." At the time, I had maybe 500,000 views.
Yeah.
I was like, "This is weird." And then they invited me to a racer meet in Philly, and it turned to be just all Hondas, and they're all practically stock. And
nothing wrong with Honda guys,
no.
But it's just not your thing.
Don't brag about 150 horse. That's where I'm at.
Well, 150 horse in a light car, man. It's all power to weight.
Still
it's all power to weight ratio, dude.
It's still 14-second car.
I'll put you a little Miata, man. You'll have fun.
A little 323.
Yeah, you also. Oh, 323. Call that car the tomato. Hey, can you guys sub me? Reach 635? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. We might. Who knows? I usually don't do that kind of game.
I mean, if your channel's interesting,
if your channel's cool, yeah.
We'll give it an honest try. Watch a couple videos.
My best advice would be to just create great content, and the subscribers will come.
Yeah.
If you ever seen Field of Dreams, build it, and they will come. That's all I can say.
Or Wayne's World, book them, and they will come. That's good.
Yeah. Geo Metro. I would love a Geo Metro, man.
That 3-cylinder.
3-cylinder.
Let me tell you something cool about Geo Metro, by the way. We're really into the weird cars like that. Geo Metro is a GM built 3-cylinder. Now, what's cool about that engine is if you were to hop it up, it's a 4-inch bore, meaning you can use a Chevy 350 piston in it.
No, you cannot.
Yes, you
seriously.
can. The connecting rods and the pistons you can interchange.
You want to build one?
Yeah, why not? Beater car video number 2.
That'd be sick, yeah.
Or 3, actually.
Yeah, we got a lot of beater cars.
It's beater car video, and then it's just sponsored by Marlboro.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what are you driving these days?
What am I driving these days? I'm forced to daily drive the green truck, which, no, it's not entirely reliable, and it is very sketchy on the highway, especially the turnpike, because the front shocks are very blown out, and it's so swimmy. But, yeah, I'm daily driving that, and yes, it's very horrible on gas.
Yeah.
But it turns heads. It's either you hate it or you love it.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I'm driving through Princeton, all I get is ugly faces, just like, "Whoa, what's that?"
Yeah.
But if I'm driving through Trenton, you got some of the Spanish.
You fit in there. Yeah. And you got a motorcycle.
Yeah, I got a '84 Ironhead that I actually bought off of Jake, the guy we were talking about, Super Trucker himself. But yeah. I still owe him on that. But yeah, it's fun. '84 Ironhead Sportster. Constant working in progress. Definitely not a daily rider.
No.
And if it is,
you know, that's part of the fun, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
it's very 70s.
Yeah, if you've ever seen Easy Rider, man, or anything like that, you're just like
a valve adjustment on the side of the road.
You know, just get me out there on the highway. You know what I mean? That's all you need to do. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be all chrome. Just gotta be loud.
Yeah,
you know, that's all you need for a beater bike. You know,
this is loud.
That's all you need, man.
Hey, if you guys ever seen the Sentra video, that's the first video we shot.
Yeah, that was like the first video we did. It was
that car sounds one and beater car video.
It was the same day.
That was the same day.
Yeah,
we're just like, John's got a camera. Let's get loose.
Yeah,
today.
let's get loose.
So yeah, that's a pretty loose video, and we want to make more of those sort of videos. We just we have to keep going on the auction, I guess.
Yeah, we gotta keep on the auction. My brother posted a pizza delivery promo. I'm making a video with my brother because he bought a beater car, and he bought a beater car that's got like literally no clear coat on it. Like there's like literally nothing left,
flat,
and it's looking pretty bad. But you know, I told him, I said, dude, this looks exactly like the perfect pizza delivery car. And then now, I kid you not, the next day, he was rooting around through the trash. He opened up the can. He found a perfect condition Domino's pizza transport box. And so we're gonna make a video about like a pizza delivery guy that's late to his appointment, you know, like he's got to deliver a pizza across town in 15 minutes or less, or it's free, and he's got to whoop it there. I think that'd be a pretty funny video.
I got a couple of nitrous tanks if you want to get reckless with it.
Let's get reckless, dude. Let's get serious.
What do we get? Again, with the how's the doggy? Again, he's doing well. Road to full recovery. What do we get? Do you ride a motorcycle? Yeah.
Hey, we already answered that one. Yeah.
84 Sportster.
Yeah. I'm looking to get a motorcycle, but I don't have one right now. It's kind of the end of the season, so maybe next season.
Or you build one. We'll go to next cycles together and let's build one.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I'm playing NASCAR Racing Season 2003. Okay. 2003.
Is that PS2? Did you ever have a PS2?
Dude, I had every gaming system.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm actually really good at car sounds is because I moved often, and it was tough for me to make friends because I was a really fat kid, and I was just really shy, you know. So I always made fun by myself. So whether it be when I was really young, playing with little Hot Wheels cars, and I would just do that. I would build connects. I would always build something car related. I was just obsessed with cars because my dad got me into it, and yeah. Pretty much it, and obviously playing a ton of video games.
We used to play Forza online.
I'm a huge Forza guy.
Ooh, man, I used to play a lot of Forza, dude. I mean, that was an addiction, dude. I mean, you used to literally, he'd be like, "Hey, man, check out my new tune, or check out my new graphic you designed," and you literally take like hours designing the perfect graphic on the car and like making something like stock. You know what?
You know what I used to really do? So in Forza 3, when we were playing online together, I would paint the hood chrome, and then what I would do is I would do a design on the hood that make it look like a see-through hood. You could see the whole engine.
I remember that.
And then I would shadow everything so the engine bay was dark, and then like the engine components were chrome. Yeah, because the hood was chrome.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So if you change the color of the hood,
I always wondered how you did that. And now you can finally tell me years later. Otherwise,
now we don't got time to do that now.
That's funny, man. I always thought you could be pretty good at graphic design. That's pretty sick. You know what I mean? You were pretty natural at it, dude.
It's fun. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
That's
true. What are you going to be for Halloween, John? I guess that goes to both of us because we're both named John.
Oh. I'm going to be him and he's going to be me.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Usually on the same thing for Halloween every year. I just wear like a flannel shirt like I always wear, and I just add a banjo. And, you know, I just become like... I just become like, you know, a mountain man. That's all. You just add a banjo, and, you know, that's all I do, man. What about you?
Well, last year I drove my truck around, and I just pretty much looked like a pedophile. So this year I'm gonna dress my truck up a little bit to look like it's straight out of the woods, even though it practically is. I just got it back on the road. It was sitting for a year. Yeah. But I'm gonna put the strobes in the grill again because I have green bed lights and green strobes in the grill, and I'm gonna do some funky webbing and all that. And I don't know, maybe I'll wear like a hockey mask or something. something fun.
Pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, approaching 25, and how old are you, Joe?
Already 25.
Yeah, already 25.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Halloween is fun still, but
Yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna go trick or treating. You know.
Maybe you will. You know what I mean? You'd be like,
maybe I'll just dress up as a car, dude.
Yeah. We'll put a little cardboard box around there. Draw it in. We'll send you through the drive-through. That'd be pretty nice, man. Go to Sonic or something like that. I don't know. Figure it out.
Dude, we'll have a little fog machine. I'll build Burnout. Can you imagine that, bro? Look at him.
A fog machine Burnout. That'd be amazing for like,
that'd be
the next
a hell of a video.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Going back to that dab question, I'm coughing like I smoked something. Jeez. It's that time of year, boy.
Yeah, man. Fall is actually my favorite season.
Mine too. Everything.
It's honestly, it's
tires burn right off in the fall.
I don't know where you guys are from, but this summer was a roaster. It was a serious
really
roaster. If comment where you're from, because I don't know where everybody's from. Yeah, we're up in, actually, surprisingly, you'd be surprised, we're from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
You would never.
We're out here in Central Jersey. That's the thing, boy.
Yeah,
it's right in between,
close to the Southern Mountains,
and right in the middle of not
the thick
South
of it.
Jersey. Yeah. We're not in South Jersey. We're not in the middle of the pines.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Charcoal or propane grill? You know what?
Charcoal.
I'm 100% charcoal.
Charcoal, dude. 70s. It actually tastes better.
Tastes better, looks better, smells better. And, honestly, man, a barbecue, it's not about fast. It's not about, when you're having a cookout, it's not about doing it fast. It's about hanging out there all day, getting a sunburn, getting a full buzz. You're just hanging out, drinking beer, and
it's an event.
Making burgers,
the way I look at it, okay, if you're going to grill something and you want to hang out like a barbecue, you're inviting friends over and everybody's having a drink, enjoying themselves. If you're going to grill for more than an hour, definitely charcoal. If you're just looking to do a quick meal, stove's broken, propane's probably going to be a more convenient one, but at that point, you're not in it for the experience.
That's what I'm saying. If you're going to use propane or propane accessories, just go inside and use the stove. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. But, all right, let's see where these guys are from. Northern California. I really like Northern California a lot. I was there last summer. I did a road trip out there. It was pretty fun.
Matt is not from PA.
Maybe he's just looking to stir the pot a little bit.
He lives here.
Yeah. Another guy from California. That's awesome, man. New Mexico. Or what is that? Minnesota. Oh, okay, I read it backwards. That's cool.
Minnesota.
Yeah, man. I'd like to visit Minnesota. I've never been there before. It's probably pretty cold there, but it's also probably pretty cool, man.
All right, so I wanted to ask the audience real quick.
Okay.
So whoever's watching this, back to the McVoyage thing. It's every year. I just want to give you an idea behind it. For my birthday, because we don't really get vacations. For my birthday, we get all the guys and all the women together that are very close, that I call family, and we go enjoy ourselves. My birthday is in January, so it's normally cold, so we try to do like a ski or snowboard thing. And we rent a cabin or we rent a nice house. Last year we rented this house that's probably a good $1 million house.
Dude, it was huge.
It was a huge
We threw a crazy party. It was basically, we coined the term full concert. We were like crank it up to 11 and
the volume now only went to 10. So that gives you an idea.
We damn near blew the speakers out. Yeah,
but what I'm asking is financially sound, keeping the finances in mind. We're looking for possible
just ideas
for the
we've been skiing 2 years in a row, right?
Yeah.
Trying to think about doing something else.
Something different, yeah.
Doing something else. Then we already got some cool ideas. Let's see.
If you want to, hey, we could stay at like a fan's house. That'd be cool. We can throw a rager there. YouTube raffle, McVoyage tickets.
Oh man, that'd be cool. Like a random guy shows up. That'd be sweet. That'd be loose.
That'd be extra.
Going on a snowmobile. Yeah, that's a great idea. Snowmobile trip would be amazing because January is January, man. You can't get away from the snow unless we got on an airplane, man. There's no way around it. You got to embrace it. You got to embrace it. Snowmobiling, That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be worth looking into.
No,
Thanks for this.
Yeah, dude,
idea.
That'd definitely be worth looking into.
That definitely helps my
And
motorhead.
I never ridden a snowmobile. Have you?
I ridden one once in super soft snow, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah, I've heard you got to like kind of get the hang of it.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like everything else.
Yeah,
it's fine.
No, definitely.
Oh, mine is January 16th. What's yours? January 10th.
Oh, that's close.
That's
close, man.
1994.
Capricorn or kettle corn? What do you like better?
Man, I like kettle corn.
Yeah, definitely good.
Helps with my cavities. What do we got?
Shaving demonstration.
What in the
you know what he said?
Matt. He is out of the box, dude.
Matt is a truck driver as well. A lot of our pals became truck drivers. It's just the obvious like transition from motorhead to truck driver. Like it's a job that it pays good. It's consistent.
It's the only real trade job that pays you worth the day.
Everybody needs it. You know what I mean? It's all over the place. You can see the country. If you really like double clutch and shifting, you like big. You like big motors. You like high torque. You like all that kind of stuff. Then look into it, man. Get your CDL. Skip the whole college thing. A lot of guys, they go to college and they're like, you know what? I don't want to be in an office. I want to drive a truck. So there you go. You can buy your own truck. You can do whatever you want. So that's a cool.
There's a lot of money to be made if you're really serious about it.
Yeah.
Guys, big thing. If you're a motorhead and you're really making your career into a high performance way of life, you really gotta end all be all in it. Like you can't have a personal life. It's either all high performance work and you're making no money for 10 years and then you finally make it, or nothing. Because I'm in it pretty full bore right now, and tell you the truth, it's a cool trade. It really is. You meet a lot of cool people, but I just don't think it's worth it unless you have your own thing going.
Yeah.
And you have to be the bee's knees with it. You got to be the guy everybody's talking about.
I mean, you're working at the head games place where you're milling and machining different kinds of heads. You guys can see. We made a video about all that stuff. That whole in depth on your work. And stuff.
I would always send your aluminum silver heads there. They
good job.
Yeah, I mean tons of world records out of that place. So one of the best in the country for sure.
Where is the legendary making rocking chair? That is actually off camera right over there.
It's getting a little saggy.
Yeah, well,
I'll bring it into. I'll bring it into.
All right, let's see it.
Let's see it,
man.
Sit up there, woman.
No. Bring her in. Watch that cord.
Her internet cord. Here she is.
That's the chair.
Lo and behold, the chair that makes you look that really makes your rolls stand out. Give me a beer. I drink a lot of beer.
So, funny story about this chair. This is
Good.
As you will. This is a guy from Florida made that chair, and he was selling it at an arts festival in Pennsylvania. And I don't know, man. I decided to look on the back, and it actually says the guy's name on it. So I sent him an email, and I said, I don't know if you know this or not, but your chair is famous. He's like, what? Who are you? What are you talking about? No, seriously, I actually did this. I don't know if you know this or not, but your chair is famous. And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, we got some YouTube videos that millions of people watch that your chair is like a pivotal prop. And I sent him the videos and he couldn't believe it. He was like ecstatic. He shared it with all his family. He shared it with all his friends. And he was real happy about it. But it was pretty cool.
Hey, making people.
But that's a great chair. I mean, that's like a 20-year-old chair. It's like a 20-year-old chair.
Back when we did the first video, I was much higher in the chair, but nowadays
it sits pretty low.
Yeah, all it needs is a beer cup holder.
Yeah,
that's all. Or like a thing for like a keg.
I call it a portable hammock because that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Get your feet up.
You don't really need much.
I don't really want to get out of it. Hey, if it wasn't for this here pivot action, I wouldn't be able to get out of this damn thing. Look at that sag. You can see the sag.
Yeah, that's pretty saggy, man.
I'll put her back in there. You just want to say hi to the camera real quick, baby? That's my girlfriend, Ann. Angela. That's the woman who owns that Nova.
That's actually her Nova. I don't know if you guys saw the How to Do a Burnout in a 70s Muscle Car video that came out recently. And
must watch it.
Must watch. That's a good one.
Rubber lines.
Set of 11s.
7-Elevens, dude.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
What do we got? Matt. Forklift cold start.
You think you can get that?
I'm really trying to think about it. I don't want it to come out weird.
Yeah. See, the thing is about car sounds is they take practice.
Nah, they're weird, man. I gotta really practice it.
You did what was that car you did with car sounds with beer? What was that?
Car sounds with beer. Yeah.
But you did a car sound.
I think it was like a 370.
Yeah, that's
straight pipe.
That's what it was. You think you got that? That was pretty serious.
I know.
I like that one.
Does that sound like a VQ, guys?
Yeah, I dig that one. Yeah.
You gotta do a Cummins.
Yeah, I gotta do a Cummins.
So you used to have it before you had she had a what was it? What year was that? 24 valve.
It was a
1998.
1998 24 valve Cummins, second gen. What was it? Extended cab.
Yeah.
Extended
cab, long bed,
lifted on 35s.
Thing made it
Straight pipe.
Pretty good amount
long
of power.
bed.
5-inch.
Did Ripper Bernies.
Yeah.
That truck was great.
Yeah. Pickups usually do pretty good burnouts. We were talking about in that 70s burnout video, like what was the first car you ever did a burnout in? Do you remember what the first thing you did a burnout in?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was
Are you embarrassed to tell me what it was?
Yeah, because the transmission.
You want me to go first? I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Okay, the first car I ever did a burnout this was before I even had my license. My brother said, "Hey man, do a burnout."
I think I know what it is.
No, I don't think you do.
Roadmaster?
No, not a Roadmaster. No. Okay. It was a mid-90s. I don't know exactly the year. It was a mid-90s S10 Blazer.
Ooh, 4.3?
4.3. Yeah, that's what it was. And it had the back window was cracked. And when I did the burnout, I don't know if you've ever driven a Blazer or something with the back window, but anyway, the vortex of like doing a Ripper burnout took the smoke and put it right back into the cab. And the whole thing was covered in smoke. It was crazy.
First thing I ever did a burnout in.
Okay, what was it?
Was when we had auto shop at our school. I had 2 years of OTech. I don't know how, but it really worked out because I'm a motorhead.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
You just spend half the day in the auto shop and you screw around. So first thing I ever did a burnout in was it was our film teacher's van. It was a Windstar, Ford Windstar. And what happens is teachers bring their vehicles in and we just fix them, and they don't pay any money, so they're getting a hell of a deal. Yeah. They're just like, oh, right. Here's a pizza that costed me $11.
Yeah.
And we just did like a head gasket job on their car. So I just neutral bombed this thing up the light, and it smoked the tires. It was like a 3.0 Ford front wheel drive transverse V6.
Now, even though it was just a 3.0 Ford front wheel drive,
and real quick, it developed a slip right after. I was like, oh, this is bad. And I just put an extra quart of trans fluid in it and called it a day. He ended up trading it in, but go ahead.
You know, even though it was just such a basic car, that first monumental burnout for you was what did it, man. That hooked you into becoming a motorhead. You wanted to do burnouts in bigger, more powerful, more, intricate cars. You wanted to do, quick shifts, and you want to do all this other drifts and all this other e-brake turns. It doesn't have to be. What I'm saying is, like, your first car to do a burnout in doesn't have to be a 1970 Dodge Challenger. It doesn't have to be. It could be a minivan, man. It doesn't matter.
Minivans do burning,
it don't matter.
Pour a little bleach on the cement. Come on, man.
Matter.
You got to show a funny car now.
Yeah, it don't matter. Let's see.
I'm not going to say that made me a motorhead, but that definitely extended my reckless driving to the point where
Was the teacher pissed? Did he really know?
He had no idea.
Had no idea.
That same test drive,
Now he knows.
I turfed
Now he
this.
knows.
I turfed this thing into the field.
That was you.
Yeah,
They did an announcement about that.
there was grass and stuff stuck to the radiator.
Oh god.
I was going through the field and I was trashing this thing, and I don't know, man, I was young and reckless, and there was a turkey in the middle of the field. Turkey, I was like mashed it. I was spitting up, I was derooting all the grass and the hay that they were growing out there, and chased the turkey into the woods, and then I came back and the car was knocking a little bit. I just added fluids and let it sit.
You know what?
That's what you do, man. You got a little tram slip, add a quart.
Sometimes that's the best thing to do. You know.
That was really wrong on my part. That's probably why I don't have any reliable vehicles.
Tell them about the time you almost got a DUI on the way back from the lake. That guy was out to get you, man.
I was driving a green truck, and we're going through. It was Hope, New Jersey.
Yeah, it's a nice town. Otherwise,
really
nice town. You know,
really nice town.
We go to this lake up there, and
it's really loose.
It's loose.
Atmosphere, yeah.
It's a loose atmosphere. You probably had how many that day?
Realistically,
throughout the whole day.
Throughout the whole day, I probably had 7 beers, 8 beers throughout the whole day.
Yeah, I was thinking 10 plus, man. You sure?
I had a 24 pack. All right, so I guess probably 10 plus.
10
I drink
plus.
a lot of beer.
I drink a lot. Yeah, I drink a lot of beer.
I had the remainder of the beer in the bed. Obviously, the box was open, but I didn't want to waste the beer.
It wasn't open, and it's been hours since you drove.
Yeah, I actually wasn't like
you know, you were just below the legal limit.
Yeah.
You know, which is the legal limit, man.
I wasn't a little tipsy or nothing.
No, you know, you're fine.
And I get pulled over, and the cop would not leave me alone about the beer in the bed.
Yeah, he saw beer in the bed, which is ridiculous, man. Like
in a box.
If you're in a regular cab pickup, where else are you supposed to put it?
Exactly.
And
I'm not putting it in the cab.
He literally searched your beer box to see if there was one crunch can.
Yeah, he took every beer out. You know, I had a 24 pack. I had about 10 beers. He took every beer out and counted them out loud and made sure there wasn't any empty cans.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got lucky, man. I mean, if you hadn't thrown that road soda out the window, he would have got you for that one.
I should have put it under my seat. Anyway, it's loose. It's reckless.
Yeah,
you do stupid things when you're young.
Yeah, that's what it is, dude.
What do we got? Auto Shop was the best. Saturn Drifts. Jake, man, the Saturn Drifts. That was one of our test dummy cars in the auto shop. We had 2 Saturns, one wagon that was a manual. That's pretty much the vehicle we all learned manual on for a car. And then we had another one that was automatic that just practically sat. And then we had a Corolla from the 90s that had all 28 miles or something.
28 miles on it.
So original miles. Yeah. It wasn't issued with a title. It was used as a test car as it is, so you couldn't sell it.
Yeah.
But we just had those 3 vehicles, and auto shop was so loose because we were the class that no one, like, all we did was we would work on cars, we get all the work done. They would have like 3 hours to do whatever we wanted. So it'd be like, hey, you know, Mr. Teacher, we're going to go down to check the tire pressure on the Saturn, and the whole time you're just drifting and drifting in the parking lot, coming centimeters from the parked cars that are real people's cars. I remember one time Jake and my other buddy Brandon went out there, and I'm sitting there just, you know, reading my book, you know, just kind of refreshing some knowledge. And they both go down there to go put air in the tire, and the whole time you just hear and I'm just like, looking up at the teacher. I'm like, I didn't say anything because I'm not like a rat or anything, but I'm just like in my head, how do you not hear this?
Yeah.
And he's just in his book, you know, you can't hear anything.
You know what? The teacher, he actually played in a Leonard Skinner cover band, so he might have been hard of hearing. I don't know. He might have been selective hearing. You know, if you play in a Leonard Skinner cover band, you're okay with a burnout here and there. You know what I mean? It's loose. You know what I mean?
We had the shop race car. He let us build a race car there. It was a 74 Chevy Monza. Yeah. We took the stroke 3.8 out of it. It was SCCA road course car, and we made it into a drag car. We put a 350 in it. I think it was a
board up 355.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 over deal.
30 over deal,
and
mild cam, cam, you know what I mean?
The only thing it really needed was a torque converter because it had a stop stall.
Yeah.
Torque converter.
But that car was cool, man. I mean, it felt good to build that thing. I mean, it looked like when we first got it.
We were the first group to start up the car club after school program.
Out of high school, yeah.
And it pretty much discontinued. The car just sits there.
I mean, guys still meet, man. I know that the club still goes around. I don't know what they do with the car. Something might have happened where parents got involved where they don't want kids driving a race car anymore. Yeah. I have no idea. But we built a pretty cool car. And
I think it was great, yeah.
Yeah, maybe one day we can drive that again or make a video about that. That'd be pretty cool.
You had the video on your channel of it going down?
Yeah, like the first time we took it down the drag strip, which is like years and years ago.
This was back in like 2011.
2011, yeah. We made a little video about that. It'd be cool to see what that, make a little video about that car today,
Yeah.
Sweet, because
hopefully it's still nice.
I know.
We got it all painted and everything.
Clean, man. That thing was clean.
Yeah. All right. So, what's your dream car? You want to go first, John? I know what mine is.
You know what? The car that was, I don't know, man. I got a lot of dream cars, but the car that was always on my wall, on my poster as a kid, was like a 2005 Ford GT. That's what it was, man. And those cars skyrocketed in value. I'll probably never be able to get one of those, but
yeah, they were. I'm not gonna say they were cheap, but they were pretty cheap for a supercar.
Yeah, they were like
10 years ago.
They were like $100,000. In comparison, it was pretty fast, man. It was competing with the likes of Ferrari and all these other manufacturers, which I don't really care about. Like, I don't think Ferraris are that cool. I don't know what you think about them, but Ferraris, Lambos. Like when I see one, I'm like, you're rich, whatever. Like I want to see someone who built something cool, and I don't care what that is. It could be a Honda, it could be a muscle car, it could be whatever.
If money buys something, not interested.
It's not that interesting.
Anybody can do that if they follow the money.
It's not that interesting to me.
It's about tasteful differences.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm into older stuff. Like new cars don't really do it for me that much.
People.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some new cars are okay, but it just doesn't have that same feeling of like just something old and ratty that feels like
there's just a connection with older cars. With all these newer assists and like even ABS trips me out sometimes. My dream car, I've been thinking about this for a long time, but I pinned it down to a 1970 AAR Cuda. Comes with the factory side exits, the 340 6-pack, and it actually has the quickest 0 to 60 time of any Chrysler car of its time. I'm talking 426 Pro Stock version dark. It was quicker than that 0 to 60.
Yeah.
And they only came in manual. And if I were to have my choose a color, it would not be plum crazy purple, and it would not be that crazy lime green.
It wouldn't be.
No, they have a special color, and it was the burnt dark orange color. And man, that thing is beautiful. You can't really find one of them for under 80 grand. So
yeah. One of these days, man. Who knows, man? One of these days. Yeah.
It's up to you guys. Give me a car.
There you go. Send the money. Let's see. I like Crown Vic LTD. I love Crown Vic LTDs, man. I would love one of those, man. Yeah, I think it'd be cool, man. Like if you had like a badass Caprice and I had a badass Crown Vic LTD, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
One day.
Luxury goes hand in hand with muscle so well. So well. What do we got? Who is that guy smoking cigarettes in the camera?
Yeah, that guy smoking cigarettes. That is Wild Bill. Who's not that wild anymore. So that's why you haven't really seen or heard from him. I haven't seen or heard from him in a long time.
He was at a tug of war with a little girl, and he swore he broke his finger. He was like,
finger or his back? I don't know. Yeah,
my back.
Yeah. I mean, that's Bill for you. Bill, he's a good guy. You know what I mean? At heart, he's a good guy at heart, but he's got to get his wildness back.
He's a real product of peer pressure.
I want to see him. I want to see him get back on the horse. You know what I mean? Let's see what I'd like to see him do that.
Boy, we are getting tons of comments requests.
You have to do it.
Requests.
All right, woman.
Thoughts on Calo Nord? I don't know what that is.
Calo Nord. Excuse me. Yeah. My dream car is a 1999 Honda Civic, Sir Blue. I'm sorry.
Want to buy my car?
If your dream car is a 99 Civic, that's cool because you can get that. You know what I mean? Like
dreams are real.
Yeah.
Your dreams are real.
Yeah, you can totally get one. Definitely get one manual. And
I would get one fast. For some reason, Honda's values are going up.
Definitely, especially that era, 90s.
Anything VTEC as well.
I'll tell you why. The 90s, this is my opinion, man, but let me know if you feel the same way. The 90s was the best era for economy cars.
Absolutely.
Best. Like, economy cars today, they're, like, big and, like, I don't know, man. Like, have you driven, like, a modern Camry?
They're all the same stamped body style.
Yeah, like,
doesn't matter
and they're
if it's
huge. They're huge in
Honda.
comparison. Like, you know, I was driving a Mazda 323 for a while, which I then gave to you to drive around for a while. It's then you sold to. Yeah, so I don't know. That was like the community car, but it had that perfect 90s feel.
Yeah.
Like literally,
well,
you know.
The thing is the 80s, they really, beat down the economy compact car thing into everybody's brain, but the looks weren't there.
Right.
The fuel economy was there. Everything was getting like 35 miles to the gallon.
Right. But
90s came out and they're like, oh, well now we can make everything slightly rounder.
Exactly. And then in the 90s, the fuel injection systems got more refined.
In that Mazda 323 on the intake, all it said was injection.
Injection. Yeah, that was like a selling point. Like the salesman, literally the Mazda salesman. Slaps it. Pops it up. And
you could fit so much injection
right there. Yeah.
First gen Hyundai Accent. Matt, where are you coming? You probably saw that thing in the parking lot. Boy.
Yeah, you probably did. Yes, manual. I love manual, dude. Yeah, manual is the way to go.
Yes,
absolutely.
That's another thing, man. I mean, a lot of cars today, you can't even get a manual, man. Yeah. I think every single car should have a manual option.
Especially
name one car that shouldn't be a manual. None, man. I don't care if it's a luxury car. I don't care if it's a truck. I don't care what it is, man. There should be a manual option. Manual Tahoe.
You actually become. Here's why I think everything should be manual. Because you have a deeper connection with the vehicle. No, I'm not saying like, I need my car. I feel so connected with my car. I'm telling you, I'm like control. Mm-hmm. Let's say your brakes failed. That happens. It's a hydraulic system.
Mm-hmm.
You can downshift, slow down really quickly, and move out of the way.
Yeah.
You're more attached to the car.
More. You're going down
you're forced to pay more attention, and you're not going to be texting and driving. No. If you do, it's a real quick thing. No. And I think people would have their balls back a little bit more if they had to do things like that.
So listen to this, man. I went to Europe this past summer, man. Yeah. I was in Europe. Every car is manual. Vans, trucks.
Vans.
Dude, every car is manual.
Imagine doing a Ripper Burnout in a manual.
There is not one car that's automatic. The only car that is automatic is the only one I ever saw was like a 7 Series BMW. And even then, you could probably get that in a stick. Nothing was automatic. And I'm like, you know what? Like why can't we have that same mentality in the U.S.? Like honestly, man, that's one thing I'd love to have happen here. Yeah, and I felt like the drivers were good, man. Everyone was paying attention. Everyone was like, they all knew how to rip it. It was like
that's one thing that really scares me about where we live is when we ride a bike. Anybody who rides bikes around here, it's just so many people get hit because no one pays attention. You have to take proper precautions, like coming up to an intersection, just come on the side of the road so no one hits you.
Yeah. Matt's saying order Domino's Pizza live on YouTube. If Domino's were to sponsor this video, we'd order 10 pizzas live. But right now, this is the truth. I ate a whole pizza by myself about an hour and a half ago. I ate a whole pizza. It was good, man. It was
he didn't even share any.
Brick oven, like a friend came right out of that brick oven like this.
Yeah, my mouth was watering. I haven't eaten in 4 days.
I was just like, literally, man. I ate the whole thing. Call a guy on Craigslist live.
It's a little ordering.
You know what, man?
What a high demand.
Next stream. You know what? We're getting close to like an hour.
Hey, you see that guy? You see that guy? My first car was a 1990 323 LOL.
Oh, no way, man.
Good car. That should be your first and only car.
Yeah, no way, man.
Wow.
This car is hard.
The car we had was red, and I called it the tomato. Because that back end is like round. Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that 323? I took the shifter knob off, and you know how there's threads on there?
Yeah.
I had a jack handle from Harbor Freight, and how it's a two-piecer. You just pop the one top, and I literally just pushed it over. I was going to fabricate it and everything. I pushed it right over the splines, and I twisted it, and it locked. It was like a poop, like a direct fit. And I had a tall shifter. It was like up here, shifting that 323, dude.
Wow. Good night. Yeah, we're probably going to end this up pretty soon. We're getting close to an hour. So let's end it at an hour.
That's fine.
We're going to end it at an hour.
Hope everybody liked it.
Yeah. This was a good time. This is a lot of fun. This is a little impromptu live.
Yeah, we don't have anything.
We didn't have anything planned, but I think, in the future, I think we can really grow this whole live segment. Like, I would love to do live shows. I'd love to do live from different kind of car shows or events or whatever, man. I mean, we could really build this to something pretty cool. But
stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of different content, all interesting, because if we're not going to plan on watching it, we know you guys aren't going to watch it. So it's all Motorhead things, and be prepared to
keeping it loose, keeping it cool.
Always.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell on top to be notified for new videos. So, all right, guys. Good night.